Welcome. This video covers understanding your financial aid offer letter. If you've just received a financial aid offer letter from Eastern Michigan University, congratulations. I know there's a lot of information included on it, so we wanted to take a moment and help explain the different sections. Today we're going to cover a breakdown of each section of the aid offer and how to read it, an explanation of direct and indirect costs, a review of the different types of aid included on your aid offer, resources for estimating your total out-of-pocket education costs, and repayment options. We're going to start with the inside right page of your offer letter. It first starts with the direct costs of attendance at EMU. These are going to be costs that are going to be billed on your EMU bill. So this estimate is based on 13 credit hours, which is the average that students take. 12 credit hours is full-time. Different scholarships and different types of aid require different numbers of credit hours, so it's important that students and families keep track of which aid they're receiving and the requirements for that aid. For this example, if a student took 13 credit hours per term and lived on campus, so they have the room and meal plan, their total estimated direct costs are going to be $11,631 per semester paid to Eastern Michigan University. Indirect costs are not included in this estimated cost because those aren't billed by EMU. Indirect costs might include books, transportation, personal internet, computer, co-curricular activities, as well as childcare. And these will vary student to student. The next section of your award letter talks about scholarships and grants, which are gift aid that you do not pay back. On your offer letter will include federal grants such as the Pell Grant, institutional aid like the Emerald Scholarship, Education First Opportunity Scholarship, or the President's Scholarship. We don't include private scholarships you may have earned or state-awarded scholarships and grants. Because those amounts may change year to year, the university doesn't include them on your offer letter. The next section is the estimated remaining balance after scholarships and grants. So this is your total direct costs minus the estimated scholarships and grants. So for this example here, the estimated remaining balance is $9,131 per semester. A lot of families are going to be wondering, how do I cover my remaining balance? There's a few different ways you can cover that remaining balance. The first one is payment plans, and these are offered by Eastern Michigan University. I'm going to quickly take you to that website now. This is our Student Business Services webpage that gives an overview of billing and payment options. So you can see the winter 2021 payment plan due dates, and usually the first due date, if you do choose the 5 payment plan, is before the semester starts, and then you pay about once a month. We also have 4 payment and 3 payment plans for families that need a little bit more flexibility. From here, you can also access the e-bill, which is the payment website, and to ensure that parents are able to access their students' e-bill, they'll need to make sure that there's a FERPA release on file. The other way you can continue to cover your direct costs is through student loans. Federal student loans are going to be included on your offer letter. These are funds that must be repaid. They're borrowed directly from the federal government, and there's 3 different kinds. There's a direct subsidized loan, and that's taken out in the student's name, and the interest is not charged while the student is enrolled at least half-time, and then for a grace period after graduation or after the enrollment drops below half-time. There's an unsubsidized loan, which is also in a student's name, and interest begins being charged on this loan at the time that it's applied to the student's e-bill. The last option is a Parent Plus loan. Interest and payments begin after payment is applied to the e-bill, and this loan is in the parent's name. It's important to note that students are only eligible for federal student aid when they are taking at least enough credit hours to be considered half-time, which would be about 6 credit hours. If there's a negative balance left on a student's e-bill after aid has been paid, so there might be additional scholarships and grant aid that came in, or a loan was taken out for a little bit more than the student needed, that payment will be refunded to the student. If a student receives a refund because of a negative balance, they can use that money to pay some of the indirect costs of attendance. Federal work-study aid is a little bit different than the rest of the types of aid. This will not be paid to a student's e-bill. Students will be required to get a work-study eligible job. Usually these are on campus, and students will be paid at an hourly rate in a regular paycheck, just like a normal job. Students interested in locating a federal work-study eligible job can visit emich.edu/UACDC/students for more information on locating a work-study eligible job. That web address is located right on the offer letter for students interested in obtaining federal work-study eligible employment. I wanted to take a moment and provide some additional resources that may be helpful to students and families. The first is EMU scholarship requirements. I'm going to briefly show you the best way to access the financial aid page from EMU's homepage. So this is www.emish.edu, and you can scroll down here. You can get some information on different scholarships that we have available here, and going down to financial aid here sends you to our Office of Financial Aid page. Types of aid will pull up scholarships. Most of the scholarships listed on the aid offer letter are freshman scholarships. So if you look here, there's the Presidential Scholarship, the Forward Graduation Scholarship, the Emerald Scholarship, the Education First Opportunity Scholarship, and Residence Hall Awards. And each of these will give you a list of criteria that your student needs to be meeting to continue to be eligible for that scholarship. The Emerald Scholarship is a very popular one. It's based on your GPA. Students need to make sure they're enrolled in at least 12 credit hours each semester and maintain a 2.75 GPA to continue receiving this scholarship. Next, we have federal aid information, including repayment calculators at studentaid.gov. So this is an example of a student dashboard if they log into the studentaid.gov student portal. Here's where they'll go to fill out their FAFSA every year and where they can also keep track of all of their student loans and grants. If you're looking for more information about monthly payments and loan repayment simulators, you can click down here, Loan Simulator, and it will take you to a few different options for repaying your student loans. It's important to keep track of how much you borrow on a regular basis, as well as how much your monthly payments are estimated to be when you graduate. Up here, they give you an idea of when they think you'll start paying on your student loans. So just wanted to show you that so you can help keep track of how you're paying for school and make sure you're keeping those payments as manageable as possible. If you still have questions regarding your offer letter, please don't hesitate to call us at 734-487-1048 or email us at financial_aid@emish.edu. If you call during business hours, a financial aid advisor is always there to answer your questions. Emails generally take 2 to 3 business days for us to return. If you need in-person help, you can visit us at Service EMU, but check our website for up-to-date hours of operation. We hope you found this video helpful, and again, if you have additional questions, please don't hesitate to give us a call. We look forward to seeing you on campus next semester.